Once upon a time, there was a boy whose name was Makato. He was an orphan, for his father and mother died when he was very young. He had made a living for himself. He did every kind of work, doing heavy things, clearing away the forest. One fine evening, after he had finished chopping up a big pile of wood, he sat down to rest and thought of all he would like to do in the future. He wanted to try his luck in far-off, strange lands for the long for exciting adventures. What are you thinking about so deeply, my boy?
I would like to go on a journey for adventure. I heard that the land is fertile and people are kind. I wish I could see the land for myself.
The land you wish to go is called Sokotai. They say the Parawang Sokotai is a very kind, hard king. You might be lucky if you could go there. Later, Makato decided to try his fortune. He left his village and set out in the wide world. He walked along carefully, enjoying new insight and talking to the people he met on the way. After some months journey, he reached a village on the boundary of the kingdom of Sokotai.
Please, can I have some water to drink? I'm so thirsty.
Where did you come from? Why are you alone? You look as if you come a long way.
Thank you so much.
Who is your mother and father? Haven't you any family?
I come from the city of Moon.
Good heavens! Are you really came from one? How is it traveling such a young boy you are?
Let's go. May I help you?
Sure.
Makato was glad to go with her. If he could work with this kind of woman, he would have a place to sleep, some food to eat, and perhaps someday he might be lucky enough to see the king. The old woman was one of the Parawang Mahaut, which means that she helped the Mahaut find the food for the clip hunt and clean out the elephant sheds. He worked hard and well, and the Mahout and his wife grew fond of him. One day, the sky was clear, and the weather so fine. It seemed to Makato that it must be the lucky day. It seemed to Makato that it must as the work in the elephant sheds. A tall young man, as in the splendid costume, followed by attendants, came in. It was Faruwang himself. Makato bowed, came in.
Where did the boy come from? Who was attending him? How old is he?
He's an orphan. He came from one. He's 12 years old, Your
Look at the
Majesty.
hard-working boy. Take care of him.
As what you wish, Your Majesty.
As the king walked away, Makato saw a little cowrie shell lying on the ground. He ran to pick up and held it to the king, said with
I think you dropped this story, sir.
You may keep it.
Good. How wonderful the king has
At
given
the
me.
time, the people of Sukhothai used cowrie shell as money. Although the one cowrie have little value, Makato wanted to make as much use of it as possible, for it was the king's gift. For a long time, he could not think of a way to use it so that it would earn money for him. One day, where the seeds of money, different plants were sold, he looked along the stool and caught sight of the basket full of lettuce. He could grow small plants full of like that. He asked the joyful woman at the stool.
I buy some electricity.
Oh yes, my boy. How much do you want?
I have one rose.
One cowrie shell? That won't buy anything. I can't even measure that much.
Look, I will dip my finger into the pile of seed. I will take the seed that stick to it. That must be one rose.
Well, why not? All right, boy. Help me.
Makato paid the woman his one cowrie shell. When he put his wheat finger out, it was covered with seeds. He carefully scraped them off his finger, happily catching the seeds. None that he had seeds, Makato broke the soil and so sowed them at once. He watered the seeds bed every day, and soon the young plants appeared day by day. He cleared more ground and planted more lettuce seedling until the kitchen garden was covered with them. He was One day the king passed. To wait for an opportunity, he knelt down and proudly presented his biggest riches to the king.
Where did you get this?
I grew them from olive and gave you.
How could you do that?
Makato told the king the whole story. The king was impressed with his intelligence and industry, so much so that later on, he gave Makato a job in the palace. Makato grew and soon and himself. He mastered every trade and served the king well. He was so loyal, and the king trusted him absolutely. He was promoted to higher positions until he was given a little gongwang, which means that he was the most important person in the king's court. He was also happily married to the beautiful younger daughter of the king. After that, the king made him the ruler of the moon. So it was that Makato, who had once been a poor orphan, became the king of that prosperous kingdom.
Boom, boom, robo da, zoom, zoom, robo da.